welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 4 of our commentary for Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland.
We're in Yogurt, yeah.
Last time we played through Grave Garden. Grave Garden. Well, every level's every game.
We got Yogurt Yard, Orange Ocean, Grave Garden, Wispy Woods.
Honestly, Grave Garden sounds like the name of a Sonic level.
I was thinking that
Sega,
too.
If you're listening, make it happen.
Instead of Pumpkin Hill, have Grave Garden.
Grave Garden. Don't let it get to you.
Oh, are you trying to get these rock boys inside of you?
Yep. For the wonderful, elusive, well, not so elusive in this playthrough. And funnily enough, this is like the one instance where UFO isn't useful, because you're just supposed to fall down through this part.
So it's actually just a detriment.
Yes. They like troll you. Like they you know, every time they put those enemies together, like get UFO. But like when you get UFO in that level, it doesn't do you any good. Oh, well.
They expected you to get it, and now they're laughing at you. Wait, that's a different kind of pokey. What the hell?
Oh yeah, those guys give you the Ice Breath copy ability, which is basically just a reskinned fire, but it has, you know, obviously has the properties of ice, like freezing your opponents.
Yeah.
Can you still knock frozen enemies into each other?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We may have done that already, I just wasn't paying attention.
See, we don't even have to play the bonus game anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little explanation. Now, it might be redundant that I keep going into all these minigame rooms, but, like, what I didn't realize is that on your first playthrough, most of the doors just lead you to, like, the level 1 difficulty game.
Oh.
Because there's, like, levels 1, 2, and 3. And I figured, like, the further along I get in the game, they're gonna start giving me, like, harder variations of the game. But they never really did. Like, at the very tail end of the playthrough, I got a couple of level 2 mini-games.
Yeah.
But, you know, for the most part, it's just the same thing as the first time I did it, so... You need to see that.
So that's why you skipped it?
Yeah. That's why I've skipped all these, because there's literally no point in watching it.
I'm guessing in the minigame, like menu, you can do the harder difficulties?
Yeah, you can like manually select it if you pick it from the menu, but in-game, I think the harder difficulties only show up on extra mode, where you play through the game with only 3 hit points instead of 6.
Oh.
I think we explained that earlier.
Yeah, isn't that also the version that you can play as Meta Knight?
Well, the Meta Knight mode is like a separate mode, but it's essentially the same thing, playing as
Okay.
Meta Knight, where you have 3 hit points.
I'm guessing he can't do copy abilities.
God, was I drunk playing this? I mean, I don't normally drink, but like, this is just horrendous. I'm just walking into enemies.
I mean,
this is technically a game for kids.
This is Kirby. You walk into enemies and it kills the enemy.
Yeah. You can't usually get away with it, can you?
Kirby is made of unobtainium. Or Nintendium. He can't be destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only just gets a little yellow.
He's maximum
after a
pink.
while.
Oh yeah, fun fact about Kirby's original coloration. So apparently Masahiro Sakurai and Shigeru Miyamoto were indecisive on what color to make Kirby for the original Game Boy game.
Oh.
Apparently Sakurai wanted him pink and Miyamoto wanted him yellow. So for the game, they actually didn't reach a consensus prior to the release of the game. So on the box art for Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's just like white.
I was about to say he's
because
just
of the
white.
black and white Game Boy screen. And it wasn't until Kirby's Adventure where they kinda sorta decided on pink for him, but he's still like really pale, I guess, to kind of bridge the gap between the two.
I think pink works way better.
Well, if you play multiplayer, the player 2 Kirby is always yellow.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I guess that was their concession to Shiggy.
I do still have a finalist for yellow Kirby, though. He reminds me of like a Peep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I see
Or
it.
like, I don't know, he just makes me think of like lemon flavored candy.
Oh yeah, that's something about these games is like they're like mostly like there's tons of food in these games.
Yeah, the whole game's themed. Okay, the you know what's weird? All of the levels are named after foods, but there's no references to food in any of these levels.
Yeah, it's like Super Mario World, where it's like Cocoa Cavern or Soda Lake or whatever, and it's just disappointing that it's just regular. I mean, I guess to be fair, the chocolate area is like all brown and stuff, and the lava's replaced with like molten chocolate. So it's like, alright, that's neat. But for the most part, it's just like regular grass and hills and water and stuff. I wanted to swim
most
through
of the
a
art
lake
designers didn't get the memo on that one.
Yeah, I wanted to swim through a lake of just like soda that stings Mario's eyes and makes them all sticky.
Well, Dan, that's why you gotta play Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah, that's a ton of people's like least favorite level, and I love that level.
I don't know, it ranks a little low for me just because of the... I don't know, I feel like they... And it's not a bad level, like Odyssey doesn't have a bad level, but there are certain ones that like... It's just too bad they had to be in the same game as like Steam Gardens or New Donk City.
Oh man, Steam Gardens though.
Like the ones that are just like amazing and like cool and unique, and then there's just like, oh, it's Beach World. And like, yeah, the water is technically soda, but... Or it's, you know, at least it's carbonated, but...
Wait, do people not like that zone, Bubble Lane?
Well,
Oh, were you
I
talking
don't know,
about
I guess
the food place?
Well, no, not the beach level.
Yeah, well, I meant
with like the octopus guy.
Trey.
What?
Were you talking about the bubble place
Yeah,
or the food? Okay, I thought you were talking about the food kingdom.
Well, yeah, like I like
Kingdom.
the Food Kingdom, but I also like Bubble Lane, and apparently those are people's like least favorite.
Well, I don't
levels.
dislike either of them. Like I said, they're in Super Mario Odyssey, ergo they're amazing. But
I feel
Oh,
like
that didn't even look like a door.
I feel
on
like
like the tier
culinary,
list of levels,
I feel like the culinary kingdom is just like
don't
lethal
you mean
lava
the
land
luncheon kingdom?
with the food. Yeah, the luncheon kingdom is just lethal lava land,
Yes.
but like lethal lunch land.
Oh yeah,
that's what they should have called it.
Lethal
Lethal
Luncheon.
Luncheon Land.
that is a pretty great name.
Yeah. Fits in with the Mario conventions.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like Mount Valbano,
Oh yeah.
which what?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
What even is that?
And also,
Like, come on, when you don't get the humor in a Mario game, like you've failed.
Also, I love the each world in Mario
Ooh,
Odyssey
you
has
saved
like unique denizens, and I think the denizens of the food world are the funniest because they're just fork people,
Mm-hmm.
and you can use them as platforms, and they'll flick you up to taller platforms.
I don't know. I remember there being some good comedy with like the robots in Steam Garden.
Oh yeah,
How there's just like one of them like dead on the ground because he didn't get to the he didn't get to the recharge station in time, and everybody's just like cool with it.
yeah. Those robots in Steam Gardens reminded me a lot of the silly robots in not Deus Ex. What's the silly robot one that came out last year or the year before?
Detroit Become Human.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's sillier than that. The one
David
with
Cage's masterpiece.
Sillier than Detroit Become Human? A
Yeah.
David Cage game?
yeah, the one
Say
with
it isn't so.
the one with 2B, whatever.
Oh, Nier.
Yeah,
Oh.
it reminds me of Nier a little bit.
I can
See,
sort of see
it's so memorable I can't remember its name.
It's like it's like crossed the line into
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, this is another one you can
Yeah.
light.
Yeah. The difficulty of these canon puzzles obviously kind of escalates the further you go.
Yeah.
Where with this, with that one you have to use one copy ability and then the other, like in the correct order. Nothing. Again, it's not like super confounding, but
Yeah. Oh, is this supposed to be like a fall themed level?
I guess there was one level a couple levels back that had like the jolly music, but all the visuals were like a spooky kind of like almost like apocalyptic wasteland. It's like, why do they pick this music for these graphics? I guess they didn't really have anything else, but like
Oh.
Why did they make the background like that to begin with?
Who would catch Kirby on fire? Those monsters.
This monster.
This guy.
Oh, hey, it's Litleo. My favorite Pokemon.
It's a... Yeah, that.
I think his name is Burnin' Leo.
Oh yeah, it is
There's
Leo.
some... Wait, no,
No,
that's
wait,
a different
Burnin'
enemy.
Leo is
I'm
a
sorry.
different Kirby enemy.
Yeah, he's from Superstar. He's the one who gives you fire in that game.
Burn Leo.
So back on the topic of food in this game, it's always bothered me that you don't that when you eat the apple that those like Poppy Bros guys are like rolling on, that it doesn't give you a peg of health.
Yeah. Or like Wispy Woods' apples.
Yeah,
Because that
like,
boss fight really needed to
it's
be
food.
made easier. Wait a minute. Okay. So I skipped over the level because I forgot something. This is, to my knowledge, this is the only time this happens in the game, but there's a secret in that level that you can't get unless you bring a power from outside. And in this case,
yeah.
we gotta break some blocks.
Okay.
And what's more, we gotta do it underwater.
I forgot the door flashes to show you if there's a... Good thing that gave your hammer still.
Right?
Yeah.
So wait, the door flashes when what?
When there's still a secret left in the level.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like in, Wait, no, it's not. I was gonna say it's like in Mario World, but then I realized, oh yeah, it doesn't change after you get the alternate exit. It just denotes that the level has an alternate exit.
Yeah, but like you can
Which is
still
better
kinda,
than nothing.
Yeah, I mean you can still kind of see like, you know, look at the level with the red dot. Does it have 2 or 3 paths going to it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you can use hammer underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use hammer and sword underwater,
Okay.
Yeah.
and maybe parasol.
Did it just unlock another location of Funky's flights?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, that's what you meant when you referenced that.
Yeah. It was kind of at the end of the episode, wasn't it?
Except in this game, you can just walk from one world to the next. You don't really need it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a nice, it's better to have it there than to not have it there. But like in Donkey Kong Country, you literally need Funky Kong. It just gets faster every time.
Bonus. You get your butt kicked and you
That's
still get a life.
Yeah. Yeah, the only way to even get one... The scoring on that game is really strict. The only way to even get 1 life is to get to Meta Knight. Whereas, like, the other ones will give you 2 if you make it to, like, the penultimate place, I guess.
Wait, is he shooting butt rockets? What is this
Yes.
monster?
Not anymore though.
Also, the red ones give you sleep, which is kind of a mean thing to do in an auto-scrolling boss fight arena.
What does sleep do anyway?
It
sleep.
immobilizes you. It is a useless copy ability that just puts Kirby to sleep for like 5 seconds and you can't do anything.
So it's like a trolling ability.
Pretty much. And speaking, Dan, you were talking earlier about how apples, like swallowing apples, doesn't heal you.
Uh-huh.
Why doesn't sleep heal you? He's literally like sleeping.
Yeah. That is weird.
Yeah, maybe because the Fountain of Dreams is like all.
Yeah, he just
Messed
has
up.
nightmares.
Yeah. It takes away health. Jesus.
Was this
Anyway,
Snow
more nightmares to come
More might
in the upcoming episodes.
I'm already spooked.
Yeah. Stay tuned.